Alright, this is going to be Dakota's first ride, and first I'm just going to have her stand next to the mounting block and kind of work on a bit of mounting first, but my idea here is to have my husband lead me around a little bit, so that gives something the horse already knows what to do is leading, but then just adds in one different thing, which is the person. So I'm just going to lay over her, and that's something she already knows, like you've seen me do multiple mounting sessions. She's already comfortable with that. She just has to get used to leading by a different person. She's used to having other people lead her, so I don't think that's a huge deal like it would be for one of the Mustangs. So you definitely desensitize for that and prepare for that. So I'm just gonna get on and then get off, just to get her used to. Okay, you're gonna like, can you stand here while another person holds you, and then someone else gets on you. Like I've got on her before, but um, just so she gets used to that. So I did a lot of talking and discussing like what I wanted to do and have a little plan. So I'm just gonna cut part of that out so you don't just see me standing there talking. so again, I'm gonna get back on, get her ready, and got off the other side, which is something I haven't done yet. It was just me kind of working on the mounting where I would get on one side and then get back off on the mounting block. So that's another thing that's important. Depending on your horse and depending on how sensitive they are. The Mustangs, I do a lot of that with them just because they're really sensitive to changes. For her, she doesn't seem like she's very concerned about that. I mean, now when I do starting, like when I've been starting the Mustangs, I like, again, like I say with everything, I like to do that at liberty. I like to know how they feel about things. Just because you have someone holding them or just because you have a bridle or a halter or something on them doesn't necessarily mean that you can control them and nothing bad's going to happen. So, control for me is when they choose to be there um, without any tack on. Hop back on. That looks nice. Kind of pet on her. I don't want to sit up there and just freeze either. I want to sit and hang out, pet on her, make sure she knows I'm here, make sure that, moving is a normal part for her. I'm just going to have her take a step forward and hop off. That is going to be very similar to what I do at Liberty when I'm just working by myself, because sometimes I don't have help to do the leading. Um, because like right now when I'm riding my Mustangs, like they go forward. Um, like one step is the beginning. That's my first ride is one step and off. Just like you saw with the saddle, it's one step and then I'm done. And then two steps and then I'm done. Like, and I build from there. I don't just get on and go and do all the things. Let me get the mounting block set here so I can remount. So I like to rub on her and pat on her so she knows I'm coming. Try to slide on. Again, more patting. I'll just ask him to take another step forward. That looked good. Get two steps and I'll hop off. So the other part of this is like she knows that I'll come off. It's not gonna be I get on and then I make you walk, trot, canter and do all this other stuff and then I get off like once you're like very tired or something. I like to know that I want them to know that like it's just a little bit and then I'll hop off. It's no big deal. Like you're not stuck with me. Block back into position. You'll see that he'll move her for me too. But for right now, this is what we're gonna do. Lean over her a little bit. And then I'll hop back on. She seems okay with that. She doesn't look frozen. She looks pretty relaxed. Just gonna pet on her a little bit and then have him walk me forward a couple steps. And I'll hop off. It's gonna be a lot of that. Nothing crazy. I mean, overall, like starting horses should be pretty boring. If it's not, you're doing something wrong for sure. Slide back on. Again, same routine. I kind of pat on her. I'm like, hey, we're doing the same thing we always do. Hop on, set for a second, and then I'll have him lead me forward a couple steps. I'm going to pet while we go forward so she remembers, hey, I'm here, it's all good, and hop off again. Same thing, I'm just kind of scooting my block down so I can get back up. Just a reminder that I'm here, and then we'll get back on. She looks pretty good. Like her body language looks pretty relaxed. And I want to be careful that I'm getting on and just sitting and petting on her for a little bit. I don't want to get on and then he walks forward immediately because I don't want her to be in that Like as soon as someone gets on, I'm supposed to walk. Even if she's not necessarily worried and tight, she might just think that's what she's supposed to do. So I got to be careful about that and taking enough time for her to stand still. And then I just had him turn her around. I'm going to do the same thing from the other side. In the beginning, I really like to do mounting from both sides, make sure she sees me. Like, what if I fall off the right side? Like, it's the same thing, same process as the left side. So if you want to end the video here, that's totally fine. It's the same exact process. I'm going to get back on. I hop off the other side. I'm going to sit on her for a little bit. I'm going to do one step. I'm going to do two steps. It's the same thing. But in the beginning, I really like to do getting on and off from both the left and the right sides. The further along she goes, the more I'm just going to do the left because I'm not that agile to get on with a saddle from the right. If I'm going to continue to ride her bareback, yeah, I can get on from the right if I want to. Because I do, like when I start riding with the saddle, I will get on from the right a little bit just so she's used to that. I'll ask her to go forward again here. That looks good. So I took a lot of steps that time. That's okay. She looked really relaxed and she had done that already with the other side. But I mean, if your horse is really worried, you could just do one step again. Same thing just like we did on the other side. But yeah, in the beginning when I first put the saddle on, I do mount from the right side a couple times. I'm not that great at it. So then once she's cool with it and it's not a big deal, I just kind of mount from the left side. So I've scooted my block back up to where I can mount her again, and then I'll just get back on her in a second. Again, lots of petting, lots of rubbing, making sure she knows I'm here. Swing over gently. I don't want to hit on her back hard. Again, lots of rubbing and patting. I have her mane I can hold on to if I want to or need to. Couple of steps. Perfect. Looks great. Pretty easy. Not a lot of drama. Pretty chill. I just want her to think, okay, leading, easy, knows how to do that. All we're adding in is a rider. And I'm not going to do it for long stretches of time. I'm not going to lead her like all around the round pen in the arena, just a couple steps, and then I keep getting off. So it's normal that I don't stay on for very long. She's used to me hopping off, and all of that's just normal riding for her. Okay, I'm gonna get on again. Same process. Like she's listening with her ears, but she looks pretty good. Like her head and neck isn't coming up or anything. A couple of steps and then off again. And then at the time I kept going back and forth if I was going to use food or not. So at the end here, I just have some hay in a bag and I'm just going to give her a little treat. So not a lot of a reward, but that's kind of where I was at this point in time.